Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to solve 7 questions on congruence and congruent triangles which are referred from past papers, specimen and sample assessment papers from Edexcel. You can find the details of the questions and the papers they are referred from in the description box below. So let us begin with the first question now. 6 shapes are drawn on the grid of squares. 2 of the shapes are congruent. Write down the letters of these 2 shapes. Now remember that congruent means the shapes have to be exactly same in size, same in angles, same in dimensions, everything should be same. So here we should find out 2 shapes out of the given 6 shapes which are exactly same. So here we can see that shape A and shape D are exactly same. That is, if you rotate shape D, you're going to get shape A. So the shapes here are A and D. Moving on to the next question. The diagram shows 4 triangles. 2 of these triangles are congruent. Write down the letters of these 2 triangles. Now here we have been given 4 triangles and we need to find out 2 triangles out of these 4 which are congruent. Now I have explained the types of congruence conditions for triangles in this video, so you can click on the link to find out the details. Now let us first look at triangle B and triangle C. Now in triangle B we have 45-degree angle. Then we have the side length 8, then we have the side length 10. Now in triangle C we have the angle 55 degrees, then the side 8 and then the side 10. So these 2 triangles are not congruent because they are not exactly same. Let us look at triangle A and triangle D. Now in triangle A we have an angle that is 55 degrees, then we have the side 10 centimeter and then we have the angle 45. So this is angle, side, angle. Now let us look at triangle D. Now here we have angle 45 as we have it over here. The side is also there, that is 10 centimeter. Now let us find out this angle. So to find out this angle, we have to subtract these 2 angles from 180 degrees. That is by using the angle sum property of the triangle. So we get 180 minus 80 plus 45 gives us 125 degrees and this is equal to 55 degrees. So this angle is going to be 55. So here the angle side angle from triangle A is same as angle side and angle from triangle D. So by ASA, that is angle side angle congruence criteria, we can say that triangle A is congruent to triangle D. So this is our answer. Moving on to the third question. ABCD is a rhombus. M and N are points on BD such that DN is equal to MB. Prove that triangle DNC is congruent to triangle BMC. Now here it is given that ABCD is a rhombus. We know that the length of all the sides of a rhombus are equal. So AB will be equal to BC, will be equal to CD, will be equal to AD. And here it is given that M and N are points on BD such that the length DN is equal to length BM or MB. We have to prove that the triangle DNC, that is this triangle, is congruent to triangle BMC, that is this highlighted triangle. So let us consider these 2 triangles and write here. Consider the triangles DNC and BMC, and in these 2 triangles the length DN of this triangle is equal to length BM from this triangle as it is given over here in the question. So here we have written given, and now angle NDC, that is this angle, will be equal to angle MBC, this angle, because these 2 are the base angles of the isosceles triangle BCD. Now here this triangle BCD is an isosceles triangle because 2 sides of this triangle are same, that is CD will be equal to BC as we have marked over here. So angle D will be equal to angle B. That is why we have written base angles of isosceles triangle BCD are equal. And the next observation is the side DC from triangle DNC will be equal to side BC from triangle BMC. That is, sides of a rhombus are equal. So the side angle side of triangle DNC has become equal to side angle side of triangle BMC. Therefore, these 2 triangles are congruent by side angle side congruency criterion. So this is our answer. ABCD is a parallelogram. E is the point where the diagonals AC and BD meet. Prove that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle CDE. So let us consider the triangles ABE and triangle CDE. Now here in these two triangles, angle BAE, that is this angle, will be equal to angle ECD, that is this angle, because these are the alternating angles of the two parallel lines AB and CD. So here we have written angle BAE is equal to angle ECD, that is alternate angles of parallel lines AB and CD are equal. Next, the side AB will be equal to the side CD because these are the opposite sides of the parallelogram ABCD, so they have to be equal. And finally, from triangle ABE, the angle B is going to be equal to angle D from triangle CDE, that is alternating angles of the two parallel lines AB and CD are equal. So by angle side angle congruency criteria, that is ASA, we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So this is our answer. ABCD is a parallelogram. ABP and QDC are straight lines. Angle ADP is equal to angle CBQ is equal to 90 degrees. Prove that triangle ADP is congruent to triangle CBQ. Now here it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram and we have two triangles which we need to prove that they are congruent, that is triangle ADP and triangle CBQ. So here we have highlighted them using different colors. Now here in these two triangles we can see that the angle ADP from triangle ADP is equal to angle CBQ from the second triangle, that is both of the angles are 90-degree angles. So here we have got one of the angles same in both of these triangles. So here we have written the same. Now since ABCD is given as a parallelogram, the side AD will be equal to the side BC as they are opposite sides of the parallelogram, and these two are the sides of these two triangles as well. So here from these two triangles we got the side AD equal to side BC, and now in the parallelogram ABCD, the angle A will be equal to angle C as the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So here angle PAD from the first triangle will be equal to angle QCB from the second triangle. So here we have written angle PAD is equal to angle QCB, that is opposite angles of the parallelogram ABCD are equal. So here by angle side angle congruency criteria, we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So this is the answer for part A of this question. Let us move on to the part B. Explain why AQ is parallel to PC. Now for this, let us consider the triangles we have proved to be congruent, that is triangle APD and triangle CBQ. Now since these two triangles are congruent, the remaining corresponding sides and corresponding angles will be also equal in these two triangles. So here the side AP from triangle APD will be equal to the side CQ from triangle CBQ. So here we have written AP is equal to QC since the triangles are congruent. Also AP is parallel to QC because we can see that these are the two parallel lines given to us in the figure. Remember a concept over here. You do not have to write this in the exam. This is only for your understanding. From the converse property of a parallelogram, if one pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral, because we do not know if APCQ is a parallelogram or not, if we are able to prove it is a parallelogram, then we can say that AQ is parallel to PC. So here we are trying to prove that APCQ is a parallelogram. So for that the condition is the opposite sides of the quadrilateral should be equal and they should be parallel. So if they are both equal and parallel, then the quadrilateral is going to be a parallelogram. So we saw that one of the sides are equal as well as parallel. So AQ has to be parallel to PC. So here we have written, therefore APCQ is a parallelogram as one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. So AQ is parallel to PC. So from exam point of view, you have to write this point, you have to write this point, and you have to write this point. So this gives you the answer. In the diagram shown, point D is the midpoint of AB. Prove that triangle ADC and triangle BDC are congruent. So let us consider the given two triangles. Now in these two triangles, we can see that angle ADC is equal to angle BDC because both the angles are 90-degree angles. So here we have given the reason as right angles. Now from the figure we can see that AC is the hypotenuse of the triangle ADC as it is opposite to the 90-degree angle, and the same thing repeats in triangle BDC. BC becomes the hypotenuse as it is opposite to the 90-degree angle, and since these two sides are given as equal in the figure, we have written here AC is equal to BC, that is given, and these also represent the hypotenuse. And lastly, we can see that CD is a common side of these two triangles. So the side CD from triangle ADC is equal to the side CD from triangle BDC, that is the common side. So by right angle, hypotenuse and a corresponding side congruency criterion, we can say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. So this is our answer. This is the last question in this video. Side PQ is equal to side PR. S is the midpoint of PQ and T is the midpoint of PR. Prove that triangle QTR is congruent to triangle RSQ. Now here it is given that the side PQ is equal to side PR. So we have marked these two sides to be equal. So in triangle PQR, angle Q will be equal to angle R because this represents an isosceles triangle now. So here we have written, since PQ is equal to PR, triangle PQR becomes an isosceles triangle. So angle PQR will be equal to angle PRQ. Now once we have got this, let us consider the two triangles which we need to prove that they are congruent, that is triangle QTR and triangle RSQ. So in these two triangles, we can see that the side SQ will be equal to side TR because these two sides of the triangle are equal, and S and T represents the midpoints of PQ and PR. So the length of the side SQ will be equal to the length of the side TR from both the triangles, and we can say that angle SQR from the triangle RSQ is equal to angle TRQ from triangle QTR because PQR is an isosceles triangle. And finally, we can say that the side QR from the first triangle is equal to the side QR from the second triangle because this is a common base side for both the triangles. So triangle QTR and triangle RSQ are congruent by side, angle side congruency criterion. So this is our answer. I hope you have understood all the steps and liked the video. And if you found this video useful, then check out this playlist where you'll find more examples of this kind. And if you're liking my videos, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.